play nerd. I play nerd.
Get those wonderful toys.
Snoochie Boochies, everyone. Welcome to another I Play Nerd toy unboxing and review. This time we have McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, The Flash from the JLA series. Now this is the Wally West Flash that I am familiar with because this is the one that I read in the comic books, starting with issue number 50 when he went from having the more Barry Allen looking costume into his own thing, mostly with the Batman type eyeballs. So definitely just hit nostalgia vibe for me. This is going to be my quintessential Wally West Flash, as the previous ones were a little more updated, a little less like what I used to see growing up reading comics. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. It's the standard DC Multiverse. Not a whole lot going on. Showed you the back already. There's that on the side. All right, let's bust open Wally West. And here is the Wally West Flash out of the packaging with all of his accessories. Let's take a quick look at what he comes with. First off, it's a McFarlane figure. He comes with a trading card. This goes into a pile of other trading cards that I'll never look at again. He comes with the standard McFarlane stand. It is cool that they use the old DC Comics logo and they give it a little bit of color on this one. Here are the other hands that he comes with. And to be perfectly honest, these will go into a bag that I put all accessories in, and then I'll probably never see them again. But let's look at the figure itself. Let's go for articulation. His head turns. He has the McFarlane butterfly joints. So you see the way the shoulders move. He has double jointed pinned elbows. His wrists move this way and this way. He has ab crunch. He turns a little bit at the waist. He's got the McFarlane standard diaper. He's got double jointed pin knees. He's got ankle rockers and toe articulation. And that's really it for the articulation piece. Looking at the costume itself, has a kind of a gold trim, which looks pretty cool. You can definitely see in the boots here and on the lightning bolts here, the very classic standardized Flash logo on his chest. He's got the thunderbolts on the wrist. He's got the ear, I don't know what you call those ear things. He's got the very 90s looking Flash face with the Batman eyes. I'd say the design is pretty damn good. I mean, the figure itself, we've seen this mold before. I don't know what they call it, but it's pretty standard. Probably good with all Flashes. But I'd say visually, looks very stunning, very much like how I imagine the Flash to look in my head from the 90s. So here is the JLA Wally West Flash next to the Flash that I've been having on display. I don't know what they call this Flash, but it was the one I had as my typical Wally West. It is a little bit more updated as far as the costume goes, but definitely I did have problems with this one. You can see that he does have more yellow than gold, which either way I'm fine with. I don't care. I have no preference between yellow and gold. The gold does look pretty snazzy now that I look at it, though. You can see the belt is a little bit different. The new one is very 90s to me. This one's it's 90s-ish, but it looks like they took a lot of liberties with it. The lightning bolts on the wrist, definitely different. The logo is definitely different. I do like this logo, the new, more updated one. It seems to came as a result from the JLA early 2000s, mid 2000s animated series. But there is I do have love for this original Flash logo too. The one thing about this Flash that bugs me is that he kind of looks evil. Look at his eyes. He's got this weird smirk and kind of darkness around his eyeballs. Looks kind of weird. And what kind of does it, what I really don't like is going to be the fact that they cover up his nose. You see the mask. You see the red mask that covers up his nose. Or this one, his nose is completely wide open. It's kind of a little subtle thing that it's hard to pick out initially, but when I look at it, it feels a little bit off. And then once you point it out, you can definitely see it. So you can see the differences in the mask with the way it's shaped around the mouth and the nose, where I definitely prefer this one. This one does have a little more texture to it. Texture to the suit. You can see some lines on there, where this one's completely smooth all around. So this will replace this one as my quintessential Flash figure that goes on display with my other Justice League or DC Comics figures that I have out for people to see, for me to enjoy, really. Anyways, that's really going to do it for this unboxing and review of the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse JLA Flash. This Wally West figure is my favorite one that they put out so far. This is probably going to be, well, with the license, with McFarlane's license expiring with DC Comics figures, this is going to be my ultimate Flash. And I highly recommend picking it up if you are a fan of the Flash from the 90s, a fan of Wally West. So that's it. This is a great figure. Smell you later.